Миллионы фанатов смешанных единоборств по всему миру мечтают, чтобы ММА добавили в программу Олимпийских игр. Мы решили не дожидаться официальных решений и устроить собственный олимпийский турнир, в котором примут участие сильнейшие представители своих весовых категорий. Как и в реальной жизни, соревнования пройдут в кратчайшие сроки, а значит, бойцы не успеют восстановиться от повреждений и будут выступать на турнире с накопленным уроном. Кто же станет победителем Олимпиады?
To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Shawkat Rachmanoff. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamara, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so with a trilogy with Leon Edwards now completed for Kamar Usman, he sets his sights on Šavkat Rachmonov. And make no mistake about it, Kamar Usman still one of the greatest welterweights of all time, still a Nigerian, still a nightmare, and looking to hand Šavkat Rachmonov the first loss of his career.
He believes that Rachmonov has not seen anything like him. He believes that he will use his experience to really fluster Šavkat. But when I watch Šavkat, and I watch his facial expressions, and I watch him in the Jeff Neal fight, I don't get the feeling that anyone will get this kid off of his game. He's a very talented mixed martial artist, and he is just a dog. He's willing to just fight you, and that's what he has to do. Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Well, it didn't take us long to get our first clinch situation here. Some wrestlers pursue the takedown at distance. This guy has no issues trying to get it out of this clinch situation.
No, he loves this clinch because he's got a great inside-out trip. He does a good job of chasing his levels to get to the hips. He's just a good fighter from in close. He has spent a lifetime developing his skills. He wants to impose his will on his opponents from his position. Nice punch to the head.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body. All right, so there's the takedown from Kamar Usman. We know he has fallen in love with his jab and his hands a little bit, but back to his bread and butter early in this one.
Well, that's his roots, right? For as good as he is in the stand-up, for as powerful as the jab is, it's always going to be the wrestling of Kamar Usman that's going to lead the day. Whether it's offensive or defensive, Kamar Usman will wrestle if he ever wants to be the champion again.
Usman's back in half guard. Midway through round one.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Good movement on the ground here defensively by Rachmonov. Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Nice jab by Usman.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Usman's bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun.
Big inside kick. Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar tie.
Push kick there to the body. Already gets the takedown now, DC. We'll see what he can do in this advantageous spot.
He set it up beautifully. Let's see if he can now take full advantage of it.
Rachmonov's has got full mount now. Oh, it's getting deep now, DC.
Dude's got a fight on his hands now. He's gonna go to sleep. It's over.
That's tight. Oh, he got out!
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
Usman getting worked here from the top. Ground and pound strikes raining down.
That was nice.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Good movement defensively here on the ground by Kamara Usman. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, heading back to the corner now, and we will keep a close eye on things. Usman's corner has some work to do. They're going to take a look at that lip. Hopefully the cut man can do his thing and just make sure that it doesn't continue to bleed and provide further adversity for him in this fight. All right, let us now take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. We'll see if we can isolate the exact strike that caused that cut to his lip.
He landed a beautiful shot that cut him on the lip. Now, listen, guys. As long as it ain't like Jairzinho Rhodes is striking out to over you're fine. Cuts on the lip are okay unless your lip is hanging off like we have seen sometimes. That is not bad, but he's got to protect it.
I got Robbie Lawler on line one, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I remember Robbie.
Lip cuts.
Oh, my God, I was thinking about that. I couldn't remember who it was, though.
All right, next round is upon us. Let's see how it plays out. Oh, nice straight there by Rachmanov.
Jab lands.
Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always two or three coming behind.
A lot of times...
Oh, how about the ankle pick there? Well, if the single leg, the double leg's not working, go deep into the well, and the ankle pick was there for him.
Boy, you got to keep digging into that toolbox. He has so many different attacks. We saw that right now with that beautiful ankle pick.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Oh, lands a beautiful jab.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take it out very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
Usman's in half guard. All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. The ground strike's starting to pile up.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up, get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere, and he can fight everywhere, meaning He can fight on the ground. He can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good. This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land.
Another takedown land. There it is. Now he's going to mount. And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent. Oh, wow. Oh!
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Nice.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. Great punch.
15 seconds.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
So Rachmonov's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, let us get you some replays after that round, and he is definitely dealing with a damaged nose now. We'll see if we can isolate the strike that caused the damage.
Yeah, and there it is, right? It was this one right here that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose. It's not a bad cut. The nose isn't demolished yet, but if he keeps getting hit there, it will be. And then everything becomes very difficult. So what he's got to do is he's got to move. He's got to be smarter in his approach in this next round.
He didn't seem all that phased on the stool. The cut man has stopped the bleeding for now, but we will continue to keep an eye on this developing storyline here as this fight continues. Oh, picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh! Nice. Nicely done. Fighters separate from the clinch. He missed with that jab attempt there. Hook in the clinch there by Rachmonov. All right, so there it is again. Kamar Usman starting to see the takedowns pile up. Nice entry to get that one down.
Great job by the former champion to get to the position that he's been known for, at least early in his career. He's developed striking, but ultimately, he's a wrestler. He's got to use that wrestling to start everything that he wants to do inside the octagon.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Oh, right into mount. Oh, he got to the spot.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not... Oh, big shots raining down. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here. He's having his way with him here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. And very effective with the ground and pound. That is it! Kamara Usman!
I mean, wow.
So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Bruce Buffer is in the octagon with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 50 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Kamara, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
Подписывайся на Ultimate Fantasy Championship и следи за новыми поединками сильнейших бойцов планеты в мире виртуальной реальности.